Hey, I'm Etty, your wine curator here at Plonk Wine Club, and I wanted to wish you all a very happy new year, and I'm so thrilled to share some very exciting wines that we have slated for you all for your January shipments. Now, the first one I want to talk about hails from Spain. It's made by a fabulous organic and biodynamic producer called Bodegas Ponce. This is their Clos Logen Bobal bottling. Now, this wine hails from the region of Manchuela, which is just inland from Valencia on the eastern coast of Spain, which is sort of the home of paella, if you know that area. Now, this wine is made of 100% Bobal, and what really sort of distinguishes this wine from other wines that you might see from this area is that it's so elegant. Now, Bobal typically has sort of a negative reputation. It's used in bulk wines, it's sort of rustic, it could be clunky. This wine is anything but that. It is super elegant, it's lush, it's velvety. It opens with these beautiful rose petal aromas, super floral, and I just absolutely love this wine. It is very, very different, and I think this will be a big surprise to most of you. And then moving on to another very cool off the beaten path red wine we have for your January shipments. This is from the region of Gaillac in southwest France. Probably not really a region that you may have experienced a lot of wines from. It's not very far from Bordeaux, but the wines definitely have a very distinctive style. This is made by a certified biodynamic producer called Caus Marine. This is their Pays Rosel bottling. Now, what I really like about this wine is that it's sort of this kitchen sink of all of these really cool, very offbeat indigenous varieties like Braucal. Ever heard of that? Probably not. Prunelle Lard, Jurançon Noir, Alicante Boucher, all sorts of really cool, very adventurous and interesting indigenous grapes that most of us have never heard of before. This wine is utterly delicious. It's savory in style. It has this very cool note of sort of this tomato leaf that I really love. It tastes like you're biting into a cherry tomato. It also has beautiful acidity and gorgeous wild berry fruit. This is made with no added sulfur, and it's also bottled unfined and unfiltered. So this is really a sort of true example of natural winemaking from the southwest part of France. And then moving on to the whites for this month. We have a beautiful organic wine from the region of Franken in Germany. This is made by a fabulous producer called Hans Wersching, and this is their Silvaner. Now, I love Silvaner. It's a grape that most people have never really experienced before. When you think of Germany, you think of Riesling. But to me, there are some sort of unsung heroes of this country, and Silvaner is most certainly one of them. This wine has beautiful jasmine notes. It's very floral on the nose, and then once you get into the palate, you'll see some pineapple and beautiful Basque pear. I just absolutely love this wine. It's sort of ample on the palate. It has gorgeous richness to it, which is very different than what you might find in Riesling, so it's kind of a nice counterpoint to what you might have experienced before from German whites. So hopefully you'll love these wines for January, and we will see you next month.